What's going on, Master Duel fans? James Polk here. Fairy and Fiend Festival event. Now, according to what goes on with the YouTube page from a few days ago, where I did a voting poll on which fairy deck that you guys wanted me to use as a challenge. So keep this in mind. It's not about winning or losing. It's about showcasing about how impactful the deck can be as a surprise factor, like one of those out of nowhere decks. And 46% of you guys voted for Solfachord. So I decided for the first half of this event, I'm going to stick with Solfachords and just get used to take some wins in, take some losses in. Again, it's not about winning or losing. It's about having fun for this specific event. And looking at this hand, I'd say we are in pretty good shape. Okay, Team Fairy, as in Diviner of the Herald, tossing out Trias Hierarch. Level 9 Fairy, Light, 1900 attack, 2900 defense, quite the wall there. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand or graveyard as a quick effect, tribute up to 3 fairies, special this, but banish it whenever it leaves. Then you can apply the following effects in sequence, depends on the number of tributed monsters. 2 or more, destroy 1 card your opponent controls without targeting. 3, it is a Pot of Greed, and then it is a once per turn effect. Tribute all Diviner, Revive, Trias, and then before we get to the Synchro Summon, Diviner summon out Booten, level 1, Light Fairy, 200 attack, 300 defense. As a... oh! What do you know? Part Tuner. Never realized. During your main phase, banish this card from your graveyard to target 1 face-up level 4 or lower Light Fairy type monster you control. Make it a tuner while face-up. So... level 10 Fairy or Fiend. What can it be? Could be anything. Master Flare, Hyperion. Okay, so this must be the agents. Generic 10 as a Light Fairy, 32 body, 2600 defense. Definitely too large. Send 1 agent monster or 1 monster that mentions Sanctuary in the Sky from your hand, deck, or extra deck to the graveyard until the end phase. This card's name becomes that and replaces this effect with that monster's original effect. So the synchro version of Evil Stav of Venom in terms of copycat the name and effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, you can banish 1 fairy monster from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 card anywhere on the field, banish it. So, part Draco Berserker is super nice. Hyperion copies off Venus. A 1, a 2, and a 3 Shine Ball. Agent's Moon, and as for Agent's Moon, 2 fairies in general to make it. First chance the card gets Link Summoned, send 1 Sanctuary in the Sky or 1 card that mentions it from deck to graveyard, or if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field or in either grave, add 1 Agent Earth from deck or graveyard to hand instead. Tribute a Fairy, Target one card your opponent controls, kill it. Each effect of Moon once. Moon effect. Toss out Neptune. Discard this special 1 the agent monster from your hand or graveyard that isn't Neptune, or if Sanctuary in the Sky exists in either grave, special summon one Hyperion instead. No one contribute a monster summoned with its effect until the end of your opponent's turn. If this card is banished, add one Sanctuary in the Sky from deck to hand. Each effect of Agent Neptune once. Banish off for Majesty Hyperion. Sanctuary in the Sky. 2 together for Herald of Mirage Lights. And pass. Elegance. Attempt to complete scale. Mirage Lights, sending Hyperion to negate destroy Chalice on the Mirage Lights. Complete scale, toss out Angelia, normal Cutia, Master Flare Hyperion, banish the scale of Cutia, grabbing Butia, scale another Cutia, Pendulum Shogun 2, Angelia, Butia, Angelia over Mirage Lights, Butia over Master Flare Hyperion, should be the 2 for Kulia, and the Agent Player Scooped. And this next matchup, this hand, a little bit awkward, but we'll see. Up against Labyrinth, Shandrake Lear, discard Mudora for the field spell. Normal Fancia, big welcome, and I believe that was Ariana. Ariana returned. Field spell, kill off Fancia. Chandraglier to the hand. Elegance. Coolio on scale. Duelist Alliance for Pendulum Reborn. And 3 set. Normal Ariana. Flips up Impermanence. Big welcome Labyrinth to dodge the Imperm, Chandraglier, and I believe that was setting a Labyrinth trap, so that would be big welcome, getting Lady, Chandraglier as 1, Lady as 2, Lady Special, Chandraglier to hand, End Phase, Pendulum Reborn, Lady, set a trap, Dimensional Barrier, Special out Fancia, Fancia, flip up Imperm, Lady, set something, regular welcome, field spell as 1, Cosmic Cyclone as 2. Did my opponent scooped? He was in a winning game state. Why would opponent scoop for? My opponent is literally in a winning game state. Why would he scoop? And this next matchup depends on what this hand looks like. Who knows? Contract with Don 1000. Upon activation, both players lose 1,000, and if they do, each player draws a card. All cards that are drawn while it's applying gets revealed, and if it happens to be a spell card revealed off from this, that player cannot normal summon set monsters. So to get around that thing, special summon monsters, and the activation is 1. Drew into Desires while I drew into Cutia. Condemn Witch, gift card. So, Condemn Witch. Upon normal summon, add 1 forbidden quick play spell from deck to your hand. And then during your opponent's main phase as a quick effect, tribute this card, special will level 4 fairy from your deck that isn't Condemn Witch. And then gift card, your opponent gains 3,000 life. And something tells me that this is Nurse Burn in a nutshell. Condemn Witch summon, 3 sets. Impermanence on Condemn Witch, forcing Condemn Witch to activate. Getting out Dark Lord Nurse Reticule, normal Cutia. Try and guess. If each player has an extra deck, declare 1 extra deck monster card type, Fusion, Synchro, or XZ. Both players reveal their extra deck, and the player who has more cards of the declared type gains 3,000 life. You normally gain life points, but because this is Dark Lord Nurse Reticule, any effect that will make your opponent gain life inflicts the same amount of damage to them instead. Most cases, I'm literally convinced, okay, he only has 1 card in his extra deck. So no matter what he calls, I'm guaranteed to lose 3,000 life. There's the gift card, so I take 6,000. There's the second gift card, so 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, that is 9,000 direct damage according to Nurse Reticule. But what my opponent doesn't know is that in response to Dark Lord Nurse Reticule, Forbidden Chalice shutting off Nurse's effect, and I end up gaining 9,000 life. And this next matchup, this hand, let's just say this is no chance of playing the game. So, another Nurse Burn moment. Opponent fires off the upstart so that I end up losing 1,000 life. But, figure it's time we turn the life point situation around. In response to upstart, fire off Imperm so that I would gain life as regular now. Into the Void, Pot of Duality, Upstart, Trap Trick. So double Upstart, Trap Trick. Another Upstart Goblin, fires it off, 1,000 more, Cup of Ace. Oh, looky here. Thanks for the 2 cards. Magical Mallet. And then there was none after. And in this last matchup, this hand, I'd say we're definitely onto something. 4 set and pass. Normal Cutia. Grabbing Coolia Scale. Duelist Alliance for Pendulum Treasure. Now, as for Pendulum Treasure, it is literally Heavy Metal Foe Electromite. As in, add 1 Pendulum monster from deck to your extra deck face up. Most cases being fancier. Pendulum Treasure, the Angelia. Field Spell. Pick up Angelia. Scale Cutia. Pendulum Summon Angelia. Angelia over, 26. Cutia for 9. Now, if you're wondering that the Labyrinth player couldn't activate any spells and traps when the Solfachord Pendulums attack, it is because of Angelia. While you have an odd scale, which I do, aka Coolia, if your Solfachord Pendulum monster attacks, and it doesn't matter which one, your opponent cannot activate spell, trap cards, or effects until the end of the damage step. And what on earth is my opponent playing all this time? Ah, Labyrinth. With a side of DDDs and plenty other fiend targets. So guys, that's gonna do it for the first part or the first quarter of this event. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated, and we'll catch you guys to part 2.